What's going on, YouTube family? Back at you guys again with another video. And if you guys couldn't already tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing some product research for you guys, trying to show you guys how to find products that could potentially do $12,000 in monthly sales or more per month. Again, guys, $12,000 a month in sales does not mean $12,000 a month in profit. So I want to make that extremely clear. A lot of people on YouTube will tell you I make $12,000 a month in profit when really it's just in sales. But some people think doing $12,000 a month in one product is extremely hard on Amazon, especially if you're just getting started and you've never actually sold on Amazon. But let me tell you guys, Amazon's a beast, and it's really not that hard to get a product to $12,000 a month in revenue. Just to kind of give you guys some breakdown of numbers of kind of just break it down so it seems a bit more realistic, right? So let's say you're selling a product for $40, right? First of all, there's 30 days in a month. You need to sell $400 per day to hit that $12,000 per month in revenue. So what that could look like is if you're selling a $40 product, you need to sell 10 a day. If you're selling a $20 product, you need to sell 10 a day. So on and so forth. But when you really break it down like that, guys, selling a product 10, 20 times a day, once you get it up and running, get some reviews on that listing, so on and so forth, it becomes a lot easier, right? So I'm going to be bringing you guys a ton of more private label content and really just more scalable business model content on Amazon going forward. So if you're really interested in learning more about that and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But guys, private label, I might be biased, but private label is the business model that really helped me scale my business. Doing stuff like retail arbitrage and quick flipping and going to Goodwills and stuff like that. It's great. You can make good money doing it, but you have to go out and search for products. You don't really have a level of security, consistency, so on and so forth. You're constantly going to find new products. You're constantly having to sell different stuff. Plus, there's more competition out there now than ever, so on and so forth. So if you guys are doing retail arbitrage at this point, keep doing what you're doing. If you're making money, keep making that money. But I really recommend you guys start looking more into a business model like wholesale, private label, or something that, the products are coming to you, bulk books, something where you can get products coming to you versus you having to go find products, right? That's what building a real e-commerce business is about, is having replenishables, being able to sell products over and over again. You don't see Walmart going out there and quick flipping stuff and finding new products. Now that business model can work. It's just a lot harder to scale to a really high level doing stuff like that. But let's get into the product research. So what I like to do, guys, if you're new to product research, there's tons of different methods. I'll be teaching them. I've already taught them on this channel, but I'm learning more and more every day as I've been doing this for a few years now. So I like bringing you guys the most up-to-date content when it comes to Amazon. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to look through the Amazon bestsellers list, okay? It shows you the bestsellers from different categories on Amazon, subcategories, so on and so forth. It gives you a really good idea of what's selling on Amazon, and it can really help you start weeding through the Amazon database and product catalog to find better products, right? And although I don't recommend actually, really picking one of these products that are super bestseller on the front page, because you have to realize everyone's doing these type of product research methods, but I really like to use this method as a starting point to really start filtering through more products to find some products that are kind of undercover, low-key, going under the radar, if that makes sense. So definitely Google Amazon's bestsellers, and you'll come to this page. You have the bestsellers list, new releases, which is also great. You see products that have just released within the past few months that are really gaining traffic and starting to do really well. Movers and shakers, that's products that have really took over the market, starting to gain a lot of traction, so on and so forth. These are the three I like to look at. I really do love the new releases, so we're going to click on that. And we're going to go to, different categories, right? There's some different categories that I recommend over others, but I'll leave that for another video. But let's just start off by going in the home and kitchen category, right? Super popular category, tons of opportunity. And it's not it's competitive, but you can really find niche products that aren't as competitive, right? So what I like to do is Amazon's hot new releases. As you can see, some of these aren't brand new releases. Like this has 429 reviews. Probably been out for a little while, but I like to start looking through, seeing what I can find. You're going to run into a lot of stuff that's just garbage that you wouldn't even think about selling, so on and so forth. Like these heaters, they're obviously going to be technically great new releases because we're going into season. It's getting cold out. and people need heaters. So these are going to be really hot selling items right now. But you guys have to remember, seasonal items, I wouldn't really recommend getting into when you're first beginning, just because they only sell in certain parts of the year. Let's see what we can find. We got a laundry basket. I like to open the link in a new tab and then just keep going. And I like to pull up, 10 different products or so, right? 86 reviews. Let's see. Some type of non-stick pan. What else can we find, guys? We're just going to keep on going through, and I'll start showing you the kind of filtering methods I like to use to find better products, right? So we're going to go to the next page to see what we got. And if you guys haven't yet got Jungle Scout's Chrome extension, I highly recommend it. I need to sign into it. But what it basically does is it gives you the sales data, kind of estimates. I have so many accounts with different things, I forget my password a lot. But what it does generally is it shows you, sales data, right? Based off of sales rank. It's not 100% accurate, but if you're doing product research, this is probably the most important tool you're going to need to have, if it will load for me. What it does is it gives you the name of the products, kind of monthly sales, the price it's selling for. It gives you the average monthly sales. So you can kind of really break down a market and see what type of numbers you're looking at. What else can we find? $246, too low of a price point. I like to stay above the $20 price point if I can. I'll go down to $18, $17.99 because I like to leave a lot of room for profit. Open link in new tab and just start looking through what looks interesting, right? What looks like it could be a potential winner, right? And what I really like to look for, guys, when I'm doing product research is finding products that are doing great numbers, right? But they're not branding. They're not branding their own products, so on and so forth, right? Let's see. What else can we find here? Let's look at this. Open link in new tab. All right, so let's start breaking down these products. So this looks like a stainless steel French press. I can already tell you because I've seen all these products mostly because I do product research all the time. This is going to be pretty competitive. But as you can see, guys, this guy has really branded his products well. Great pictures. Lifestyle pictures, so on and so forth. Really just gives you a good idea of how to brand. Not the best graphics, but doing this is going to set you apart from the game. And plus, you can see he has his logo right there. So this guy currently, #1 new release in coffee presses. He's doing, based off of his sales rank at the moment, he's doing around 89 sales a day at $22.99, generating on estimate 61,000. Only has 152 reviews. I guarantee he's probably been selling at least 6 months to get that many reviews. But this is just something. And one thing I like to do is, I like to scroll down and look at all these products below, sponsored products related. And you can really just start going through. It's going to be a lot of coffee presses and stuff like that, but it really will just give you an idea of what's in the market, competition, so on and so forth. Another way to start really diving deep into product research is going to their storefront, right? Because if someone's having success on one listing, they most likely have a lot of other products they're being successful at. So it's very important to really start looking at these products, right? So this guy is a super big seller, private label seller, tons of home and kitchen stuff, as you guys can see, which I recommend building a brand. He's got some pet products as well, but what I like to do is I go on here and I really start to just, looking at the data, right? Sorry guys, bear with me, my internet's been acting up lately, and for some reason this doesn't want to load. But normally all the sales information would pop up. Not sure why it's not loading. Come on. Well, we'll just start going through, and I like to look at products, that have lower review amounts that are doing, more volume. So this guy's 83 reviews, not that much. 64 reviews, 112 reviews, and it's not always the most important thing to find products with super low reviews, but it's very telling that if a product has a low amount of reviews and they're still doing really good numbers, there's something to look at there. Looking at their branding, looking at their product, and there's something to at least be learned. So definitely go check out the storefronts as you guys are filtering through these products. Next, this is going to be a digital meat thermometer. Pretty sure this is a pretty competitive product again, but what I like to do is, again, go down, frequently bought together. You can start checking out these other products that are down here, because obviously if someone likes this, they're going to like these other products if they're buying them together. 273 ratings. Looks like a meat injector, obviously for something like baking a turkey. Thanksgiving is coming up. But that's another way to start looking and filtering through these different products. Go down below, 4-star and above. And really just start looking at what's selling, what's not, so on and so forth. Again, let's check out their storefront. Come on, we can do it. Come on. Well, it doesn't want to load, so on to the next one. All right, this laundry basket. Decent branding, not the best pictures, pretty cheap pictures, but as we can see, only 4 ratings. Thing you guys need to be careful on this is it only has 4 ratings, okay? So that's one thing, you know, they might be running a ton of PPC to get these sales. They might be doing some sort of black hat tactics, giveaway, so on and so forth. It's kind of, unless this is just a huge private label brand, they have a big email database that they're marketing to, but this low of a rank, that many sales with only 4 reviews, is starting to raise some red flags for me. So what I'm going to want to do is check out there, see if they're a big seller, and see if I can find some more information. They're not that big of a seller, 16 reviews per month. So what it's telling me is potentially that, see this guy, well, he got 16 feedback, so maybe it's selling like hotcakes, but that's something to be aware of. You might see inflated sales prices or revenue sources and sales ring and stuff like that. So what you want to do with a product like this is save the link, you know, save the product and come back to it a week from now, 2 weeks from now, and see, you know, is this sales rank been consistent, so on and so forth. You don't want to just look at the product one time and it might have inflated sales, and you'd be like, oh my God, this is a winning product, and then you go out and source it, spend all this money to realize that this guy has just been inflating his sales to rank and gain traction. So that's one thing to take note of. If you guys didn't know, there's tons of black hat tactics that these sellers use. So having someone to learn from and know what they're talking about with experience is going to be very beneficial for you guys if you haven't reached out to anyone for some help yet. This, I can tell you, super saturated, but little pest thing. Let's see what they're doing, if it'll load for me this time. 63,000 a month. These guys are just selling like hotcakes. Great branding, not super great graphics, but you don't, to be successful on Amazon, you don't need, you know, state-of-the-art, you know, branding. You don't need state-of-the-art pictures. You just need, you know, high-quality pictures. It doesn't have to be like what Apple's doing, so on and so forth. As you guys can see, this guy's doing extremely well with some basic pictures, basic editing, so on and so forth. But most people are too lazy to do this. So that's why, you know, separating yourself with stuff like this is really going to put you ahead of the crowd. Let's see what this guy's selling. So this guy's a fairly large seller, 53 feedback per month, doing just one product. So you guys can see he's doing quite well with just selling the same type of products. All right, let's go on to the next. Gorilla Grip. Some sort of frying pan, good branding. As you guys can see, we're starting to see a trend here. All the people that are, you know, doing well with low amounts of reviews, they have great pictures, they have great branding, and that's what ultimately sets you apart. Because I can show you, you know, let's compare this listing to this one, right? This is just garbage, okay? This is why this product isn't selling well, because this is just horrible pictures, okay? Now go back to this. Look at, it's got its logo, it's got different colors, it's got cookies, it's got this, it's got that, it's got descriptions, lifestyle photos, it's got a video. So separating yourself is really going to help with, you know, marketing and getting more sales. So just to point that out for you guys. Let's go on to his account and see what else he's selling. Mega seller, Gorilla Grip. It's probably a big brand that I've just never really heard of. Big private label seller. This guy's got to be doing millions if we can pull up the data here. Doesn't seem like it wants to load, but you guys can go check out all these storefronts, Gorilla Grip, and just look through these products, guys. I start going to the farther pages and you start looking at these successful sellers, right? What are they launching right now? Because obviously they're a successful private label seller. They're going to consistently keep launching new products. So, keeping track of these other sellers, constantly checking their storefront, seeing what products they're launching, what products are working for them, what's not. It's essentially just like stalking your competitor, right? You want to see what are other successful sellers launching, so on and so forth. It's not that hard of a process if you guys really just put in the hours, put in the work to learn this stuff. You guys can really, create an awesome business for yourself with private label. But yeah, guys, you can see all these potential products you can go through, look at, see what he's selling. He's obviously a successful seller, so he's doing something right. Let's get on to this last product. Oh, that was it. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Again, this is probably my favorite type of product research method, is just filtering through different sellers, filtering through Amazon's database, checking out different categories, checking out subcategories, and really doing it like that, because you're going to find a lot of products that if you're using some sort of product research software, everyone else is going to be getting the same results, right? We want to be finding products that our competition isn't finding, okay? Because if you notice, is if you've launched a product with one of these product research softwares, the market tends to get saturated pretty quickly with that product. Reason being is because it's showing everyone who's searching those specific parameters that same exact product. So that's the reason why I like doing product research methods organically, is because it takes a lot longer to find products, but you are going to find a lot higher quality products. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, join the Facebook group, link in the description. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys have for questions on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.